Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sarah Liisa, and today we are going to go on a cozy and hopefully vintage finding thrift shop. It is a glorious +10 today, which means if you live in Northern Ontario, you know you don't wear a jacket, you get to pull out a sweater because it feels just that warm. So join me for a thrift. We'll see if we can find some vintage. I'll show you the prices. And I'm not gonna lie, I pulled down my Christmas wreath just to quickly make this video. It's gonna go away. So we'll see, of course, if we can find some decor items as well. Let's do it. I had just learned that our town got a flea market and we'd never had a flea market before, so I was really excited to go and check it out. It's still new and a lot of the vendors are new, so I'm going to give it some time to sort of settle into whatever it becomes, and I'll definitely be going back to check in. But a lot of the vendors were off to a really great start and some of them had really good setups. I'm going to pick and choose and show you some of the better ones today. I loved this little Mexican bird. I have a few of these myself, and $10 is not a bad price for that little guy. I do collect these alabaster jars. I just wasn't super crazy about the print that was on the lid. Usually I like the floral ones. And you know me, straight to the linen. If there's a bucket of linen, I'm looking through it. There are some cute tablecloths, and this one in particular was quite nice, and it was $20 handmade lace. That was probably a good find. I have something really similar, so I didn't end up picking it up myself. This 1970s mushroom set was super sweet. It had some canisters and mugs. It was priced pretty high, but I do think someone is gonna go grab it. This one made me laugh because I thrifted this guy last year at a yard sale, and I do put him out in my gazebo and put little nuts and things in him, and it's just a cute, fun piece to have. I'm on the hunt for a pair of candlesticks because I'm always on the hunt for a pair of candlesticks, but I don't have a brass set and I'm considering these. I'm thinking they'll still be there in a couple days, but at $25 for the pair is a pretty good price. They were authentic vintage and nice and heavy. I might pop back in and pick those up. This was just really fun. I wanted to see what the words said, but it would be great on a desk, even in a kid's room on a desk. It could be pretty cool, and it just said, "The world is yours." These were really great candle holders as well. I was thinking about those. They were carved stone. I'm not sure exactly if they were alabaster, but really nice vintage carved stone for $10. I thought that was a pretty good deal as well. This one I liked, but then when I lifted it up super gently, the lid came off, so it was damaged. For $6, it's a pretty good price. You could probably just get some crazy glue and put it back together. How stinking cute is this nutcracker? He was really fun. My husband actually liked him. I was the one who said no to this because I just don't see us using it. All of these lamps were $5, so if you're looking for a lamp and you're in Sudbury, super cheap. These guys were interesting, not my cup of tea at all, but some true, authentic vintage. And I'm always reaching for a set when I see one. These brass goblets were really pretty, and there was a decent set, I think, of 4. This copper teapot was really sweet. I like the handles in the ceramic with the painted finish, and I was thinking about getting it to put flowers in. I decided against it because the lid just wouldn't fit. And these chairs were gorgeous. They had a cloth foot and they were really well made. There was a little ottoman to match, but I couldn't find a price tag on them. So maybe they were display or maybe they were already sold. I thought these were really sweet, could be used as cookie jars because it's just too big for me to put sugar or flour in. But they had a lot of different pieces from the set. The candle holders were $5. They had these sweet little mugs, and these are a Canadian brand that they used to make in the 80s and the 90s. They are really popular. My one of my dog's dog bowls is actually the blue version of this. This vendor had some really sweet cottage children's type items. That little tea set was so cute. And then I couldn't resist flipping through this book of The Little Trapper. Certainly nothing that you would buy these days for a small child, but I thought it was really cute. It's crazy to think of how the times have changed and that this book was totally appropriate when I was little. Let me know down in the comments if you think the times have just changed like crazy. It's hard to keep up. Okay, this one had me stumped. It was a tiny working teapot that was the same size or smaller than one single teacup. So you would have to pour your tea into the teapot and then use the teapot to fill 1 cup. But why? Have you seen this before? This is the first time that I've seen these tiny teapots. That had me a little confused. There were a few vintage handbags in varying prices. I thought this one was pretty, but the price was way off. All sorts of pretty things to look at, and I'm glad I popped in here, and I'll be back for sure. Well, that was really fun. We have never had a flea market where I live before. We've got a few, as you know, really good thrift shops, but the flea market was a different experience, and there was a lot of junk. There was a lot of like yard sale feel, and then of course there were like crafters booths set up as well. I didn't really show those, but I think that's going to be a place that I'm going to add to my list and pop in from time to time because you never know. I only bought one thing while I was there, and I did it off camera at the end, but I'll show you what I did pick up. And you guys have probably seen these before. I've had them from time to time in my Etsy shop, and I'm gonna add this one to my Etsy shop as well. They're really sweet vintage purses, and this one was $48.95. I don't know if that's gonna show, but I thought it was really sweet, and I'm probably gonna pop that online and sell it in my shop. Thanks so much for coming along with me for a thrift this week. I so appreciate it, and good luck to you on your own thrifting, and I'll see you back here next week with a brand new one. Bye.